welcome back to Moth Plays Dragon Ball Xenoverse. This time in this video I'm going to show you something I haven't really done in this series yet. It's how instructor training works in Xenoverse 2. I haven't included it to this point because it's kind of a tedious process. But since I've been going through the same set of instructors with all my characters, which is why there hasn't been a video in a while, it's getting repetitive. But it occurs to me that I have not actually recorded any of these instructor training sessions yet. So I'm going to do that today in this video with a group of, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 different instructors, and we're going to be starting with Zarbon. And for this video I'm just using Coccinelle, because it honestly doesn't matter with instructors. It honestly doesn't matter which character I'm using. Now the thing with instructor training is how you gain new skills. And in order to gain those skills, you have to use those skills in training battles against instructors. Every instructor has 4 training lessons, and during these battles your normal skills are locked out. You have to use assigned skills. Such as...
You should be glad to be graced with the honor of receiving my tutelage.
Back him off first.
You remember what I taught you, yes? I do hate repeating myself. You're beginning to show some arrogance. Good. That'll do for now. I believe I shall go and bathe myself.
Most of these instructor tests are very short. Some of them get a little bit dragged out. It depends on the instructor and what they're teaching you.
I've enlisted the assistance of a Ginyu force. Do me a favor and try not to let them kill you.
Hey! I think I kinda like the look of this one.
Don't give your tears a more uniform.
That thing's kind of hard to aim.
No way! Is this some kind of dream?
But yeah, the whole point of all this is to pick up new skills, test them out, and see if maybe you like them better than something you're already using. It's fun to assemble new skill sets this way.
Yeah!
Though you're nowhere near my beauty, of course.
I said 7 instructors, but I think it's actually be closer to 8 or 9, depending on whether or not I go over time, because I forgot about a couple of DLC instructors. Zarbon actually has a couple of useful skills. I've added some of his skills to Pinkie Pie's set, so you'll be seeing them in use in a later video. This one right here is fairly useful.
Okay, the name's Dodoria, and I'll give you some special instruction.
Do as you wish, Dodoria. Give this one a heart.
Yeah, found a new toy. Well, don't complain if I break it.
I wouldn't accept such fragility. Let's begin.
Looks like you're pretty well trained. Time to have a bit of fun then.
I train that one myself, you see. Would you honestly expect anything
It's over!
Crap. I'm waiting for a stamina recharge. How did his cancel mine? Shit. There we go.
I be bested so swiftly? Ooh, quite a showing. I commend your skill. Well, you are my pupil after all. Anything less would be unworthy.
Whew. Okay. For the last lesson with any instructor, you usually learn an ultimate. And that's the case here in Zarbon actually has a pretty useful ultimate. I don't know if I'm going to change it for any of my characters, but it is a pretty useful ultimate.
At last, you will face me and the Ginyu Force, perform with all of your abilities. But simple victory will not be sufficient. You must win with extreme style and grace.
Real challenge. Let me see everything you've got.
It's over!
Damn.
Imagine I'd be given a helping of defeat.
Where's Zarbon coming? There he is.
In the rough, I will polish you until you shine brilliantly.
Shit.
That will do.
There we
The
go.
lesson's over. You fought with a high degree of elegance. Continue to watch and learn, so that you might know true beauty.
Yes?
Now it's time to train with Frieza. Frieza's actually got some useful skills, of course. Not that I'm using them with most of my characters, but they are useful.
Class is officially in session. Very well. We shall start with the basic test of your power. Fight me using... All right, that will suffice. Your talent is quite noteworthy. I expect your future will be bright. I'd like to see you surpass Zarbon. No, Ginyu before long.
Ahem! An extra special class is about to begin. I'd better not catch you playing hooky.
Yes? Today's lesson will cover fighting in a skirmish. Once you defeat the Cybermen, your opponent will be me. Your time will be strictly limited. Now remember everything I've taught today's lesson. You did sufficiently. Acceptable. Continue to perform at this level. Yes? All right. Class is now in session. You've reviewed my lessons, I assume. Now give me a demonstration. Listen up. I will naturally be dodging, of course, so be sure your aim is true. You are applying my lessons well. An admirable performance. Now this is just dreadfully dull. I meant that in a good way, of course. Skills like that would put you among the elite in my army.
Frieza has a pretty good ultimate, which we'll be getting here in a minute.
Yes?
I should note that I've actually already unlocked these attacks with every other character I've got, or several other characters. So the only reason I'm really doing this is for completion purposes per character and for the experience and TP medals.
This will be your final lesson. Having you as a student has given me a lesson in the sheer joy of teaching. So, as a final examination, you will use all you have learned to emasculate me. Do not neglect to finish things appropriately. All right, let's go. Splendidly done. You passed my final examination. Having such a fighter as my first graduate is an absolute honor. I knew very well you would be worth training. You will serve me admirably in the future.
Okay, so I did some time checking, and it looks like to keep this one under an hour, I'm only going to be able to do 6 instructors, but that should be enough, more than enough. So we're going to do Android 18 and Cell, and then I'm going to finish things out with the initiation test for Xenoverse, because it's pretty epic. So let's go ahead on with Android 18.
All right, it's time to get started. Let's see what you can do. Start off by demonstrating what I taught you. I'll tell you next. You understand me? Come on, man. There's no need to be nervous. I know how to pull a punch. Well, that wasn't too shabby. You kept, yeah, I guess that's enough for now. I have a pretty good idea of what you can do. You've got some talent, and I've got some time. So I thought I might give you a bit of instruction.
Incidentally, I had intended to include coolers instructor training in this, but honestly, Cooler's training is really frustrating, and his skills that you get out of it all kind of suck. So it's just as well that I don't have time to get around to him.
We're changing things up a bit this time. You do remember what I taught you, right? You're about to get swarmed with Cybermen. Take them out as fast as you can. I won't give you a lot of time, so stay on the ball, okay? Yeah, that's how it's done. You're quicker than it looks, it seems. Okay, that'll do. Huh? What's that? You didn't know you'd be fighting me? Of course you didn't. What kind of pop quiz would it be? If I warned you in advance. Well, you passed, so there's no problem, right? I'm a bit surprised at your skill, though. I guess it's worth my time teaching you after all. This time my cool husband will be joining me.
Hey, it's good to see you. I gotta say, I don't know how you put up with 18's training.
Krillin, I heard that. That's enough out of you. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to fire 2 blasts at you. At the same time, Krillin will engage at close range. Defeat Krillin while using what I taught you to dodge my fire. And then, take me on.
Hey, wait a sec. How do you know I'll lose?
Don't think too much about it, Steve. All right, let's get started. Good, good. That's it. You're a pretty fast learner. Where are you looking? keep getting better. I bet you're stronger than my husband already.
Come on, 18. Don't give your student a big head.
It's only a joke. But you have to admit you're impressed. Okay, that's it for this little lesson. Go and get some rest.
Hmm. 18's ultimate is actually just Krillin's special attack times 2, so it's really not much to write home about. I can't imagine why anybody would use it, except as a joke.
Remember, this will be our last lesson attack. To make it special, I'm going to fight with all I can. Now, make use of everything. And don't forget, finish the fight properly. That's enough talk, don't you think? Well, let's get to it. Just as I planned. I need to be careful, or I can get hurt. Where are you looking? Not a bad performance. You win this one. Teaching turned out to be pretty fun. It was nice to see you improve so much.
Okay, now it's time to do sales training.
I've spent considerable time and effort teaching you. Let's see if it was worth it. If such simple tasks are beyond you, then it would seem you have no value to me whatsoever.
I'm not even gonna bother to try using this one. I always screw up these guard attacks. These attacks that you have to do it while timing your guard or whatever. My timing is never good for that. And I was stuck at guard timing.
You have some skill after all.
Oh, that's how it works. Okay.
All right, that's enough.
Okay.
You seem strong enough to be worth teaching, I suppose. That wasn't half bad. Right then. I will grant you the honor of being my pupil. Now let's get serious. You do understand what I taught you. You better hope you do. Now let's try this out, shall we? I will begin by attacking you. Neutralize my attacks, then counter. Fair warning, I will be holding back. So if you fail, you're done. Yes, excellent. That is how it is done. Are you? That'll do. Right then. You're no doubt impressed with my masterful technique. Now, for many it would be difficult to use, but you seem to have learned quickly. Enough time wasted. I believe you're ready for the next step. Until then, you'll want to rest and recover.
Now the problem with these next two techniques is that the charge time for them means you tend to get knocked out of them a lot or miss entirely.
All right, pupil. My precious little offspring will be joining us.
See how much charge time there is?
Don't be afraid, though. They're not.
Wait just 1 second. I'm the first to admit I'm not a special. Let's see. I won't give up on such as this.
Careful now. That pathetic being is my student. I hope you're not making light of his
See,
training.
it's powerful, but...
That's enough stuff. You know what you need to do. Use what you've learned to defeat us both.
Okay, fine, I'll admit it.
See? It's hard to hit with
I would gain a
that.
lot of power if I were to absorb someone like you.
Absorbing that one would deprive you of such a great deal of pleasure. Defeating an imperfect version of me should be simple enough. All right, that's enough. You did quite well against me. You're making the most of the lessons that I've taught you, and I expect you to continue to do so, my pupil.
Now from Cell, you learn the perfect Kamehameha. The problem with the perfect Kamehameha is the charge up time is so slow, it misses almost every single time. I prefer the Kaioken times 4 Kamehameha because it fires so much more quickly.
This is your final exercise. And remember, I demand no less than perfection. You'll need to utilize all you've learned so far and use them this to finish the fight. But I'm not going to make this easy for you. Keep your guard up. I'll be fighting you with my full power. Very well done. Now that right there is why you're my star pupil.
And there I went and proved myself.
That was the match I've always
There I
longed
went
for.
trying to prove my
Perfect
point.
performance. You don't
And I just
pass.
contradicted
You
myself
get a gold star.
by nailing him with one shot. I usually miss twice before I manage to hit him. But you can see that the slow charge time there for that. So, there's only one thing left to do in this video, and we'll get to that in just a second. And to finish things off today, we're gonna fight this asshole. Yeah, this asshole right here.
Do you want something? Come, mortal, I will kill your wish and strike you from existence itself. Oh, before we begin, small deed, I am immune. Your stunt has no effect, never. Sure, I'd hope. You have my permission.
Yep.
Get one! I will find divine mercy above and suck your life with my own hand. Be wise, offer your life on humble sacrifice. Let's be honest. Cannot both. You're quite clever for a mortal. Not getting away. It's almost as if... Oh, fate, there is a divine quality to your power. What in God's name are you?
So yeah, anyway, I haven't finished training with him yet because his training involves really precise timing on some combos, and I really suck at timed combos, so I don't know when I'll get around to finish the training. Anyway, so that's it for today, and next time we will do expert missions and move on with the game. So that's it for today, and I will